All right. Hey, everybody. It's Lee. This is Let Us Say It For You.
This is Big Mike in the
building.
House.
Yes. And we are back for another riveting episode of this show. How are you guys? That's great. That's great.
Good to hear.
How are you, Miss Beth?
I am fantastic. I'm getting off the computer right now.
She's so sweet. She's so considerate. That's my girl. So we went through quite a bit to set up today. I'm not even going to lie. My computer is really, really weak.
Slickety slow.
Yeah, it did a lot today. And I'm disappointed, but it looks like we might be okay right now. We'll see. We'll see. This episode may never touch the airways.
We're going to hope for the best, though.
That's what we're going to do because we're positive people, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, anywho, look this way. I can't see you. Okay. All right. So, how have you been? How have you been hanging and swinging?
I've been hanging and swinging. In there. I've been doing a lot of hair lately.
Hanging and swinging in there.
Jeez.
You have.
My goodness. Like, this week, I've done hair from Sunday until yesterday. Sunday to Wednesday day, I had hair to do every day. And I'm not complaining. Shout out to everybody who trusts me with their hair, girl. I get you right. But yeah, I just had a lot of hair to do. But honestly, moving in is like such an adjustment. Like I forgot, for sure. I forgot how that was because I haven't had a new apartment since Tally. Mm-hmm. And so I've only moved twice in Tallahassee. So that was out of the dorm into the apartment and I just stayed until I graduated. So it's like, I forgot you have to adjust to the space, and then you kind of got to get back into the routines that you're used to doing. And, I do the podcast with you, and then I have my Millennials on the Move, and I have my website. So it's just a lot of stuff that I usually am just used to doing in another space. So trying to find the groove to get back into to start my regular scheduled program, it's been a slight struggle.
So when you do your interviews and stuff like that, are you going to make them come to your house?
Yes. Oh my God. They was already coming to my house, Leah.
Yeah. You're right.
And nothing has happened to me. So shout out to all of the 32, 35 millennials I have interviewed here. You have not caused me harm.
And keep it that way, sucker.
I appreciate y'all. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, shout out to a few of them. Okay, so Sybil Guichard, I interviewed her earlier on. I think this is right before she started her Care for Crohn's events that she was having at 11 in Miami. She has a shoe line now, and they're so cute. Shout out to you, girl. And she says, "Who says you have to match to be stylish?" or something like that. And one shoe, the heel is like lime green, and the other shoe is like lime pink, or like lime pink. It's like pink, like bright pink. But it's really cute. So it's like her first shoe, and then she's been going hard for that. Like pre-orders, by the way. And then Gervonta Edmonds was the first interview I've ever done. He's basically like the senator, low key. Like he's been doing his thing. Like he has a children's book. So to see where they started from with Suits for Seniors, with him starting his nonprofit foundation for seniors graduating high school with the suit. And so now that's a big deal. He has a lot of grants and people are giving, and I think he actually opened one for women, young ladies in high school. They also can I think they also get a suit, but obviously it's like a skirt and top or some shit like that. But yeah, so like everybody that I've interviewed has like progressed in some cool way, including you. Da, 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 da. So yeah, it's her company is how old now?
Me and Nicole is heading on 3.
Boom boom.
Me and
3
Nicole's
years.
2 years old. Tunes by Lee's a couple months old. And the podcast, we're a couple months in.
Yeah. So, Tunes by Lee. Oh, by the way, if you need a cartoon head or slash body, my dog has been coming up in the game. Yes, she was hacked. And if you guys do follow
viciously
her,
hacked.
It was another person claiming to be her, not really changing much, but just hosting and coasting on her page. But she got it back. So shout out to y'all who reported. But we back in the building, bro. Tunes by Lee. Check out her page. She does some dope artwork from realistic pictures. So check that out. Oh, that's a good caveat.
Oh, so let's shout out my friend. So my friend Jody, I went to high school with Jody. This company is Two Kiss Kraft Co. And she made us bumper stickers, which I still have to take a picture of. She made us bumper stickers that says, "Let us say it for you." Let us say it for you. And she made us some lovely cups. Everybody on my live, you can see it. See? And the back says, "Let us say it for you." And then everybody in the video, it's me. Look at Macaw. Look at Macaw. And it says, "Let us say it for you." So I drew these. So this is Tunes by Lee. I drew these pictures of Micah and myself. These are the pictures that I use every now and then. And this was done by my friend Jody. Again, it's at Two Kiss Kraft Co. I'll put it in all the links and stuff like that. And she makes a whole bunch of stuff. Like she made the decals, she makes shirts.
Dope.
She makes mad things. And so
it's high quality, y'all.
Yes.
Like this cup.
Look at my cup, y'all.
It is a quality design.
And she does any color you want, because I did yellow because the background of the podcast is yellow. But
right.
I mean, look at that.
It is beautiful.
Look at that thing. Look at us. Our cups. My daughter wants
and
one.
the bottom of it has her
it
company.
says it. I know. I saw it when I was drinking out of it just a minute ago.
So dope.
Super lit. So I appreciate you so much, Jody. Thank you. I'll come to you for all my crafting needs. You know. Thank you. So okay, cool. So you know,
how you been,
girl? You know, I'm good. Or whatever. I'm good. I've just been working and what?
Can take our shots.
Oh gosh, hold on, guys. We gotta take the.
Oh, we gotta talk about this after we take this shot too.
Cheers for a good episode. Okay. I do want to take it. Okay. Oh. God damn. Let's talk about Black Label.
Oh. I hit my nose.
Johnny Walker Black Label. So we were trying to be distinguished. That's my word for today. And Micah picked this shit. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Johnny Walker's cool. We don't like it.
That boy been aged for 12
years. And we were like, maybe we should have got a younger one.
Yes.
Like a 6-year one, 3-year one.
Listen, and we've had Black Label before. Because I remember in Tallahassee for my graduation.
Girl, I don't remember nothing.
Oh, I know. So graduation, she showed out. But anyways, we all showed out. I laid in the street, whatever.
In front of the police, in front of the coppers, in front of 12.
I didn't feel like walking anymore. I mean, I walked across the stage. I was like, I'm done walking. Okay. But I think we had Black Label, but I don't believe it was aged. This is 12 years aged. Like, I feel like we had Black Label.
Is this what it always tastes like? For people who drink Johnny Walker Black Label, this shit tastes like, it gives me a like fresh off the grill, charcoal-y kind of thing. So Michael was like, that's the barrel. we tasted the barrel. And we don't like it.
I don't like it.
So we don't want to do this again. We're going to finish it because, you know, we run this. But, and it says in very tiny writing here, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen.
She sent it back too.
Yes. Scotch Whiskey Distillers, John Walker and Sons Limited, London. We are not.
And it's
pleased.
limited London.
We don't want the limited one. We want the normal one. I feel like, and our liquor guy had to dig a little deep to find this, so we feel like maybe he got us some shit that
we got exclusive
no,
age stuff.
We didn't. We just wanted regular whiskey. Like we didn't know we was doing this.
Okay, so we went through Jameson,
which we like,
and I told her about Bullet Rye, which is smooth, and you usually drink that old fashioned. Not sure if there's any whiskey drinkers in the house, but you literally have one ice cube with whiskey. That's it.
Oh, that's a
the old fashioned. That's what it's called.
Yes, old fashioned.
Right.
Yes.
One ice cube and just a pour of the whiskey of Bullet Rye, and it's the smoothest one. But
I really thought
I thought
she picked this. We was doing something.
Cause somebody, you know what? We were swayed. Somebody bought it before.
Pressure. We're not doing that.
This guy was like, I want a Black Label. I want a blah blah blah. I was like, well, he's sure. He's so sure of himself. We're gonna go with that.
He lied to us. He lied to you guys, and we will not. So that was it. But anyway,
how about you? How have you been?
Oh, girl. So I didn't talk to you guys about this on the last episode. The last 3 at this point, but I finally went on a date. It was a while ago now. Now, y'all, I'm sorry. It's behind. The date was fantastic. It was with somebody that I've known for a very long time, but we've never dated each other. So
it was different.
I do know him very well. I did not feel like I was going to get kidnapped or lost or anything like that. I knew he'd take me home. I feel rather safe with him. And it was a fantastic date. So I just want to let everybody know I finally did it. I did not do it with a commoner. Again, like I said, he was known to me for a long time. But it was okay, girls. So all the girls out there that are scared, dabble a little. You know, I went on something else that was not a date with this young man that I keep telling him it's not a date, but we do have very date-like encounters. And that was also very nice because he doesn't scare me either. So, you know, girls, safety, you can do it. Safety is key. You know, and if you dream it, you can believe it or something. Okay. So, yeah, and otherwise, I did Kitty Carnival with my kid. My kid is 7. She had a blast. Kitty Carnival was awesome. I definitely had way more fun than Mia did because Mia was kind of just like, Mommy, everyone's looking at me. I was like, sis, that's the point. But whatever. She'll do a whole routine in my living room, but acted super shy at Carnival. So I was just like, Mia, please. Shout out to Jamaica. Me and Jamaica. Shout out to Jada. Dominic was there. Shout out to Dominic. We had a great time. The parents. Dominic found us some rum punch. It was litty. It was great. Our Carnival, I did not play Carnival this year, but I did go to Juve for the first time, and I had the time of my life. It was great. I mean, yeah. And all these Mia Nicole hats were in the building. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Bree. And shout out to me. I had on my no paint, no fun hat. So it was, and then shout out to my other friend, Dini. She had on a Liquor But Metallo hat. So, you know, Mia Nicole was saying, you know. So that's it. Otherwise, Micah, you know my personal life. It's been a little sketchy, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that today. So, we can talk about a snippet of it. Communication. Let's just dabble. Let's just dabble in that for a second. Right. We have another friend that's having communication issues. I'm gonna just say it this way. This is why Micah's here. She's here to make it fair. Guys, what the fuck is wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with you, gentlemen? What's wrong with you? Your girl wants to talk to you, or your prospect wants to talk to you. What's your problem? What's your fucking problem?
Expound.
Okay. In my situation, I have poor communication with somebody that I guess I would say dating, talking to, whatever. I'm having poor communication with them based off of we had a weird little incident and then their communication has been triggity trash. And I am not very good at hiding or covering when I'm annoyed. So we got to talk about it. I did not snap on him, y'all. And shout out to Cordero. He told me he was so proud of me because he thought I was about to go off. That's not my man, so I'm not going to do that. But we did talk about it. Didn't get the response I expected. It wasn't terrible, but it was just like, does he not understand the worst case scenario is a bitch just want to talk to you? And then our other instance is a friend of ours, not Micah, but a friend of ours, she's having an issue with communication too. You said it's normal for her to not talk, her and her boyfriend not talk for a couple days.
It's more normal. They're not on the everyday basis. So I know a lot of couples are different, right? So they're not on the everyday, every night you say goodnight, every morning you say good morning. They're not necessarily on that. And I do somewhat contribute that to how long they've been together, because I do know, the longer you've known someone, the more comfortable, the more secure you feel. And you know what? Just because they didn't talk to me today don't mean they ain't going nowhere. But I do know their schedule by now. So now, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's like, okay, it's 10 o'clock. He did not say good morning. It's probably because they rushed him out of the bed to go blah, blah, blah. So now you can infer. So it becomes less personal. But if you're used to not talking to somebody for 3 or 4 days, that's what you're used to. But even in still, I feel like, and so does Leah, when you're really into someone and you're just trying to keep up with them and considering them and thinking of them and you're going through your day-to-day, and I think this person is kind of like your breath of fresh air away from all of the worry of work and people and idiots and things that you encounter. This person is supposed to be like, okay, babe, I got a break now. What's up? How you feeling? I want to hear your voice. Things like that. So she's having those type of issues, although it's kind of difficult to say because not giving away completely, but at the same time, like, there is room for consideration regardless of how long y'all go without talking to each other. Right? So if things get hectic, you can literally shoot a text and be like, babe, it's hectic right now. I want to talk to you, but I can't. Can I hit you up when I'm available?
Communication
you know what I'm
is
saying?
key.
Like,
and that feeds into
that.
my situation with the person I'm talking about. Sorry guys. We talk all the time. You know, we talk 24/7, nonstop, texting, FaceTime, whatever. So for you to just go kind of missing for like 3 or 4 days, or very vague, like we spoke yesterday up until like 10 a.m. and then I didn't hear from him for the rest of the day. So I was tight. You know, I was tight. And we talked about it today, and his thing was just like, I mean, come on, Lee, you know I'm busy, and you know, you were telling me yourself I need to get some rest. You know how hectic everything's been. And my thing is like, I hate when people use the excuse of like, yo, I left work and went straight to sleep. Your bedroom, your bed is not directly outside of your office door. You can shoot me a text or give me a phone call on the walk to the car, on the ride home, when you're taking a shit when you get home, after your shower. If you're just gonna lay, as soon as you do all this and lay in the bed and you know you're about to tap out in like 2 minutes, just to say, look, I'm really retired. I know we didn't talk that much today, but whatever. Right. And my thing is, the only reason why I would expect you to do this is because you miss talking to me. Now, if you don't,
then that's another thing.
Then that's cool. And if that's the case, then this whole conversation is irrelevant, because that's my point. If we have a routine at this point, like Micah said, if you go 3 or 4 days and that's typical for you guys, that's one typical thing. Right. But if we talk all the time and you go missing, it's like, damn, bitch, you'll miss me.
But okay, guys, be realistic, because me and Leah have like multiple talks about dating and the rules of dating and the whole games of dating and all that crap. But at the end of the day, if you consistently talk to somebody for 2 weeks, every day you've said good morning, right? So now 2 weeks is 14 days. All right, on the 15th day, you don't say good morning, right? All right, cool. So the other person is like, where's my good morning? All right, cool, whatever. Then afternoon comes. Nothing from a consistent person for 14 days. All right, cool. I'm a vibe. I ain't finna be in his shit. You know, I'm just finna blah, blah, blah. And then nighttime comes. What's up? Hello. You know, hello. Glad to hear from you. Like, I just want y'all to understand the realism behind things. Like, and I used to tell the dudes that I used to talk to, don't do anything you can't keep up with.
Oh, that's
nice. All. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't start nothing that you can't continue on some whatever, because no matter what y'all say, it doesn't matter how much you like somebody. It doesn't matter how long you've talked to someone. People like consistency. I don't care what anybody says. They like consistency. And when things start getting different, they start getting weird. Like, you start trying to assume what they're doing and what they're not doing.
Please don't leave me to take a guess as to what you could be doing, because my mind roll with it. I'm a writer, baby. I come up with a whole.
Leah got a whole scene.
I got a whole. Now he said that to me. We talked about something else. He was like, he's Jamaican, so he's like, yo, Leah, come up with all of that. Yeah, very fast, very quickly. I came up with this story. It was like, boom, done. This is what he's doing.
So
and for me, this was tough because I don't like me even addressing this. Feels like I'm begging this nigga to talk to me or something like that, which is like, I'm not. But at the same time, I'm very straightforward. So are we going to continue to communicate? Have you lost interest a little bit?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like, you can say it now. If we tap into the episode we had with our dear friend Terry was like, but he's not going to tell you that because he still want to fuck you. I was like, okay, but what? He's like, well, if he didn't fuck you, he wants to fuck you. Like, he's not going to tell you the truth. Now, I'm assuming this guy's not this type of person. But let Terry tell it, all of y'all about
So
that.
I don't feel like all of them are like that.
Me
because
neither, Terry,
so I've asked a straight up question, like, what's up? Like, I feel like we've been doing this. I feel like we've been doing that.
Yeah, I'm very straightforward.
And a nigga has told me, you know what, Micah, on the real, blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, shit. That's all you had to say. Like, literally, like, everybody is not like that. And I feel like the more mature guys are not pressed for vagina because they have so much. So think about it. If a dude has 10 girls that he prospects, right? 10 prospects. And the 11th one, she bad though. He actually really does like her, right? And she says, you know what? Be straight up with me. Like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And he tells her the truth. He's not hurting because he has 10 other people that he can be engaging with. And like, yes, Terry would say, but he wants you. It's this one. It's that one that he wants. Blah blah blah. It's he whatever.
But what I got from Terry was I got 10 prospects, and they all fine, and they all cool. Yeah, maybe I like Micah more, but it's still 9 other prospects. And if number 8 comes, and number 8 is like, Terry, tell me the truth. What's her name? Susan, Sandy, whatever. Susan. She comes and like, tell me the deal is. Even though he ain't even that pressed on keeping her around, he's still gonna lie to her anyway because he still want to fuck her.
But that's the thing. Like, I have not.
And we said it. You're selfish. You're like a weirdo.
And I have encountered a lot of honest dudes, and maybe because I've been honest with them about what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Off rip, I'm saying I don't want to. When I didn't want a relationship, I said it. I don't want no boyfriend. I don't. I just came out of a relationship. I'm always with somebody. I need time to myself. But we can date. We can have a good time. That's what I was on. And I said that from jump. Okay. So maybe if I kind of just fell into a talk ship, right? I met a guy. He was cute. No one stated their intentions, which I think is a joke. Everyone needs to state intentions from jump, right? But I'm just saying, like, if I just stumbled upon something and nothing was said, you got all these expectations and nobody knows where it's coming from. I feel like it's very foggy. Like, it's not clear.
So I because of the weird situation I had this past weekend with a perspective. That's what we're calling him now.
I love it.
Right. I had to do the whole... I hate like the whole dreaded "what are we" type of thing, but I didn't do it in that type of way.
Right.
My thing was, okay, I was under the impression that me and you were talking, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Because if we're not doing that, then I need to recalibrate my expectations and adjust what it is I'm expecting from you. Because he pulled some weirdo shit. But we explained it. He was like, yeah, we are talking. We getting to know each other. We chopping up, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So now that we have that established, I feel better at being annoyed about what this is. Because Mike has trained me very well. The last thing I want to do is hear a nigga say to me, but you not my girl.
Boy.
So you're right, young man. I'm not your girl. But are we talking? Let me establish that. Because if we're just two friends that are just getting real chummy, then fine. That's one thing. So that's one conversation that kind of does suck to have.
Happening.
Yeah. It sucks to have. But, I mean, worst case scenario, it's just uncomfortable to have. But I think, don't you want to know? Yeah. And I say this to women and men. You want to know what it is, so brace them with, approach them with the question and see where it's going. Because talking doesn't mean marriage or dating. It means we're talking, and which in I think in mature words is dating. But whatever, that's what we're doing. We're getting to know each other. We're going on dates. We're spending time together. We're talking. We're seeing where it is. If that escalates, that's the relationship next. I guess that's what happens after that. And that could be months from now. Some people guess it could be years from now. Whatever it is I need to know that that's what we're heading towards. You know what I mean? If y'all fucking already, then it's like, okay, are we just fucking? Because then I would feel like I have less right to ask you. Well, then again, I don't know. Not even. Because if you fucking, I feel like
whatever.
Ask whatever you want to ask.
Whatever you want to ask. And that's what I was saying. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be an icky conversation.
Yeah.
And I think guys think we're always just trying to like
marry them today.
Trap and pounce and marry. Like, it don't always have to be like that. So what happened?
Shout out to Sasha. Sasha said in Jamaican terms, basically, if I tell you I want to fuck from jump, I'm not gonna get the pussy. So I'm gonna lie to you.
And I know a woman and a man.
Me too.
And they've done differently. So my thing is, it's honestly to each his own. I say try your luck, bro. You know how many women are in the world? Try your luck. And you're gonna find another bad one. Like, everybody acts like this person is like the only person you're ever gonna come upon.
Like you can kind of tell. No,
like, come on.
Can you not kind of tell who might like be? Was it DTF? Who's kind of
down DTF? To smash? Yeah, down to smash.
Can you not tell who's probably down to fuck and then who's not?
But some women. Okay, so my boyfriend was telling me when he was in school, he would run across the prettiest girls. And he'll walk in his apartment and his homeboys are running a train on her. And he cannot understand, how did you get here? He said, if I saw her walking down the street, I would wife her. He said she is wifeable based on the way that she looks. But I got home and my homeboys was smashing this girl. Homeboys, multiple. Hey, bro, you want to get on this? He's like, no, I'm cool. No, I'm cool. Sometimes he did get on it. But for the most part, it's like, you can't tell. And my thing is, shoot your shot, bro. If you can't tell, looking at a woman like you, right? Hi. If you can't tell, hello.
Hi.
If she's down to smash or not, just ask. So what you looking for? Like, would you be okay if we just casually smashed? And And I always used to tell Leah, don't get offended because he doesn't know you, right? He's just trying his luck because it worked. So if people are doing things based on what has worked in the past, it's not even about you. It's about their tactic and if it works on whoever. So, ladies, I know we take a lot of things personal. I've done it before as well. A nigga done tried me. I felt tried. But honestly, I was like, you know what? This worked before. This is why you're trying me. This is exactly why I feel tried. Because someone who looked like me, who carried themselves like me, probably gave in. And they probably was on that.
And honestly, there's a good possibility that it hasn't worked. But this is just the only approach this nigga cares to use. So instead of, it doesn't have to have worked. He could just try it. This is what I'm going to do. Like, and maybe it is what we're saying. Just be honest. Just tell us what you want. Right. So as beautiful as you are, Terry said on his episode, on the episode he was on, he doesn't want a relationship right now. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't really matter. Like, he knows a lot of women that are wonderful people, but he doesn't want to be anybody's boyfriend. So in his situation, true, he's not as crass, and he's not, y'all just want to fuck, bitch.
Right.
I mean, ultimately, he already know he doesn't want a relationship. So you could be the baddest, you could be the naturalist, whatever he likes. His approach is just going to be, yo, what's up? You know, I'm really just trying to have a good time, or however you propose a sex-only situation.
But just say it. And then when it happens,
give it a shot.
And you know what? It don't even matter because we even talked about as honest as a nigga's going to be. He going to say something, he may act differently, right? I don't want no girlfriend, but you know what? I'm finna have you around all my homeboys. I'm finna tell you to come over, eat with us. I'm gonna tell you, hey, we finna go to this place. I'm gonna take you on dates multiple times throughout the week. You go spend the night sometimes. Like, you're treating me like a girlfriend, but you told me you don't want one. So I think this is where women need to step in and be like, this ain't my nigga, this ain't my nigga, this ain't my... Like, you need to repeat that to yourself. This ain't my nigga, this ain't my nigga, this ain't my nigga.
I had to recently.
Like, you only because I think it's natural to like someone and to fall into certain things with that person, like certain character, certain what is it, tendencies that you guys pick up because you're around each other a lot. You like each other, you talk all the time. It's natural. This thing is naturally happening. But I don't know, bro. I feel like women just listen to what he's saying and not what he's saying. You have to be very... It's just difficult. And me, I have to watch myself because how I fall for people is spending time with them. So there's even somebody in particular I'm talking to that I don't even want to classify it as that because he's growing on me and it's annoying me because I don't want to like him, right? So it's like it's happening, but he's likable and we talk all the time and I'm like, you gotta cut this down, Leah. Like, you gotta stop because you're gonna end up liking him and you don't want to do that. So this is the same one that like it keeps almost being a date, but I'm like, it's not a date, and I have to keep nipping it that way. But like, I might go somewhere with them today. Like, it's just like you have to remind yourself what it is you want, girls. It gets tough, okay? And as I've been saying to Micah lately, you gotta keep it player. You gotta keep it player. I said that to Cordero today. He was like, "Nigga, shut up." He knows me so well. Shout out to my dog Cordero again. But the whole dating thing is just so weird. I feel like I've never dated like I'm dating right now. Yeah.
It's new territory to me, a whole new world. I was singing because I love Aladdin, but not right now. So Micah's like kind of, pacing me through this, and I just kind of have to balance it out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what, Leah? He not your nigga. You know what, Leah? If you don't want to like him,
right,
you stop hanging out with him so much. Stop talking to him all day. I was on the phone with this nigga for like 2 hours today.
Yeah.
So just casually talking about stuff. So it's like, you know what, bitch, you gotta cut it out.
And I think it almost sucks how you have to like pace yourself.
You gotta pace yourself
with people. Like, it does suck. Like, I'm not even gonna front. Like, I was telling Leah was like, this is hard for me. Like, I'm
not built for this. That's what I keep saying. I'm not built for this.
I really believe that, and I'm just trying to see where my ammunition came from to be like this because I was not always like this. But then again, me and Leah have a track record of always having a boyfriend. So if you really think back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I had the relationship that lasted the longest and before I became single for 3.5 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I knew was relationship. But the moment that I was like freed from that, it was like, okay, well,
freed.
I was free. It was kind of like, damn, what do you even like? What do you like about yourself? What do you like to do alone? Like, then you start thinking about all the stuff that you would want in you, right? And then you start doing those things. You start picking up new hobbies. You start making more money. Just all these new things that are happening because you're not focusing on a relationship. But when you have it all, when you've achieved it all, when you started all the businesses, when you blah, 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 what the F else is there?
You want a baby.
You know? And so, Leah talks about therapy. She probably will go one day, but be open to that too. But when it comes down to it, all right, I wish dating did not suck as much as it did, and I wish it wasn't as complicated because people are complicated. Yeah. People want to be honest, and they want to say they're 100, but they're not. And they do that because they're protecting themselves. All of this shit is a defense mechanism.
Right.
Everybody is defending themselves. And it's like, if everybody would just be honest and open about what their intentions are, and I know that sounds like the ideal world, but the ideal world would be so much better. If everybody would just be very straightforward what they want and what they don't want. If somebody start being crabby, be like, bruh, you crabbing. You annoying.
It's like the Snickers commercial. It's like, are you hungry? You obviously you need Snickers. It's like that.
Yeah, like for real. Like, just be honest with yourself.
Okay.
And be honest with
So let's
translate
that. I had this conversation today with a good friend of mine. Their girlfriend's out of town. She's been out of town for 8 days. And he's having like a nervous breakdown because she's not here. And first it was like, he misses her. And now it's just like he's horny. And what am I going to do? There's no vagina around that I can have sex with. And it's like, he's losing his mind. So he'll call me and he'll just be like, I don't even know, dog. I'm just like, can you just jack off? Y'all don't do that no more. He told me he had to resort to jacking off. And I was like, well, look how high you've come. That you are above jacking. Jack off and go to sleep. And if you really need to, have a round two. Do what you want. It's your world. It's your world, but your girl's not in it right now. So go to sleep. He's having a nervous breakdown. So I'm just like, this is what we be talking about when it seems like y'all just can't be alone for like 5 minutes, right? And I have no sympathy at all for this situation because I'm just like, she's been gone for 8 days. Like, I understand that seems like...
And counting.
She says she'll be back soon.
Sorry, bro.
But it's like, come on, you talk to her every day, you FaceTime every day, she's alive and well. Yeah, I get it, you're a little horny, fine. Some people really like the sex, especially when it's good sex and you're getting along with your partner. When I'm like, Google gotta go with my partner, I'm down to have sex all the time. If I'm not, I don't care how good the dick is, I don't want it. Like, it's just weird. We gotta be on a different mental plane for me to want to fuck you all the time. He is a guy. So in his case, I was talking to another guy about it today. And he was just like, well, he understands. And I'm just like, he didn't agree. He felt like it was crazy that he, he's having all these thoughts. Man, that bitch look fat as fuck. She look fine as fuck too. Hey, go to sleep. Get the fuck out of there and go to sleep. I'm on the phone literally counseling him. So the guy I was talking to today was just like, he completely understands. He doesn't agree with it, but he understands that, like, I was saying, if you're over the age of 25, I said it before, if you're over the age of 25 and your penis or vagina, we'll throw us in there, still controls all your movements, I feel like you're a child. So the guy I was talking to was like, you can't say that, because I was just talking about penises at the point. He's like, you don't have a penis. I was like, it doesn't matter. I have a pussy and I know what it likes. And even still, at a certain age, for me, sex wasn't my end all be all. I cared more about, I got a kid, so I care about my kid. I got a home, I care about my mortgage. I have companies, I care about my companies. Like, sex is great, but I'm not even up for sex when too many things in my, like, real life world are going weird. Sex to me is something that I can't even focus if I'm stressed out about mad other dramatic shit. So finally I get where I'm a little bit more different when it comes to that, because some people, I know stress is a relief. Micah said sex makes her feel better when she's stressed the fuck out. But at the same time, you're over a certain age and you're still letting your dick control what you do, how you ruin your situation, because you're in a happy relationship and they're gone for 5 minutes and you can't
so
focus. Your mind is just like, I got to get my dick wet immediately. Go take a shower.
And like, I know a few women like that. I know a few women like that, but for guys, I think it's more so for guys. Like, honestly, I feel like you can't sit still for like little kids. I always compare people to little kids. You can't sit still for a minute. 60 seconds is way too long. It's like, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at what point do you take control of your body? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the control over your hormones. I don't care how much they're raging. You have control. You have the say-so. You have the will. You have the choice to say yes or no when it comes down to it. And so what type of person does that make you?
And my thing is,
Like, what?
sex is great. We're all here for sex. Sex is fun. We love sex, right? Sex. However, in no way, shape, or form am I willing to ruin it. I can't even have sex with random people anyway. So while I'm not a good example, I know people who are comfortable with it. You know, they're fluid enough with their sexuality in order to do this. But you're going to risk a relationship that you love, right? Just for like moments of satisfaction, just to be stressed the fuck out about it the next day.
No, for real.
It's weird. I'm confused.
So, okay. So I think it's a sickness. So I think
it's a condition.
I think
Get
it
help.
is. I think society has perpetuated this idea of men not being able to control their sexualities, like they're run by it,
like they're children.
But I've met a few guys that are not run by it. I've met a few guys who have mastered. All right, I get that the next day. Like I've known guys to turn it down.
I feel like I know a few.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like I know a few at this point.
Yeah, I've known guys to turn it down, and it's like he was like, she was too eager. I thought she had something. Like, literally, he said that. And my thing is, if someone is constantly throwing the box at you and you always catching it, you're gonna catch something. That's just the way that I feel about it. Like, if you're just so fixated on releasing this whatever you feel that you need, like, you don't need that. You want it, you desire it, which is cool, but at the end of the day, bro, like, I feel like, isn't it patience makes the heart grow fonder?
Absence makes the heart grow
Absence?
fonder. So, yes, absence.
Shit,
yes,
same thing.
Close shit. Close
Same
enough.
thing.
You gotta have patience till she
makes the
come
heart
back.
grow fonder. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
I
not
said
seeing my
that. I said
dude-
that metaphor to him. That I was like, well, absence is supposed to make the heart go fonder. Like, imagine how good the sex is gonna be,
like, for real,
when she gets back.
Personally, y'all, I like missing people. I like not talking for a couple of hours. I like not seeing them because when I finally see them, it's like these butterflies. Like, like, honestly, do it again.
666.
No, really, like, really. And even when you just are out of town for 5 days, I was just at fam's homecoming. I really miss my boyfriend. We was away
and they
from
live
him for
together
5
now,
days.
y'all. So they've been showing that up in their house.
Yes, that's be done. So
Can't wait to get home now.
like,
I'm so happy for
I
you,
hate
sis. I'm going home to Teddy.
you're going on a date. Oh, half date.
Not a date.
Partial date. Okay.
Partial.
But I'm just saying, y'all, like, the whole absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like, what happened to actually missing people? What happened to actually, like, anticipating the arrival of someone who has oh my God, when they got the car. Like, all of that, it's, like, exciting for me. Like, that builds up all of the things that I've been missing for the past 8 days, by the way. Like, come on, bro.
Well,
like,
you know
it's not
what?
even
One
that
thing
deep.
with my friend's situation is that their girl left and she didn't give a definitive time on when she was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, I gotta go up here real quick and handle something. It was like, all right, cool. And so every other day, I'm coming back this week. Okay, I'm coming back next week. So it's been 8 days. So I can see where that's a little stressful, because if I know you're gonna be gone for 20 days, then I've mentally prepared myself for you to be gone for 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, I'm not sex crazy. Now, mind you, drunk Leah is different. So drunk Leah is weird. So it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm stressed out. But I'm not gonna go fucking ex because you're not there. I'm gonna go to sleep. So it's like, that I think may
Yeah.
contribute to.
Yeah. But I also, like you said, it's the maturity of the person. I think and this is something that I've talked about. I feel like monogamy is a new concept for human beings. I'm sorry to go there. It's been difficult for couples to stay monogamous to each other in marriages, whether it be the wife cheating for emotion, whether it be the husband cheating for ego. As Charlemagne said. But honestly, they're both equivalent to me. I don't care how you do it, you did it. Mm-hmm. So it's just one of those things where I feel like people really need to grab a hold of what they think is important. Like, if you signed up for this one-on-one situation, tough it out. And you know what? This is a new concept I just thought about. What if, in relationships, having a good time, you're happy, whatever, everything's copacetic, and someone says, damn, today I had the urge to have sex with somebody else. What do you think that other person would feel? Do you think they would take it personal?
You're talking to me.
Yeah.
So if I'm my man,
yeah.
he was like, today I had urge to have sex with somebody else.
Nothing's wrong. He just randomly
I would ask
damn.
him, okay, so you're the man, right? You're my man.
Yes.
You're my man.
Hello.
Okay,
What's
my
up,
man.
girl? What's up, babe?
Today, no, tell me.
So, babe, let me tell you the craziest thought I had today.
What
We're in a coffee shop. We both got our laptops. I'm set up good for you. Okay. So, and then I say,
coffee shop.
Hello, laptops.
Macchiato, baby.
Super productive at
baby,
Starbucks.
Baby, you want a macchiato?
Yes, I do.
Baby. Okay.
Extra caramel.
Caramel macchiato.
So then he says, you know, this random thought crossed my mind today.
What is it, babe?
I don't know. It was just like this feeling of having sex with another woman. It just came in my head. Like, I don't know where it came from. It just popped in my head.
Is there a particular woman?
No, it's just sex with someone else.
Are you? Why? What do you think that came from?
I don't know. You know, I was
Think
watching
about
porn
it.
the other
Process
day.
it.
I was watching porn the
I'm about
other
to hit
day.
you. You're about to get
I was
face.
waiting on you to get home from work, and you know, I was like, dang, let me turn on this. You know, I don't know. I just got a thought. How do you feel about me telling you that? That's what I'm really getting at. Okay. How do you feel about me expressing that to you?
I'm okay with you expressing that to me. Mm-hmm. Right? Fine. The only issue with that, though, is, and I've been this way for 29 years now, I am an extreme overthinker. So you telling me this, my first response to things like that is not to say something's wrong with you. It's just like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my vagina? Is my vagina not as wet as it used to be? Has it dried? Has the well run dry? Has the well run dry? Yeah. Am I not flipping it up? Am I not sucking stuff? Like, this is where I go. So I go there and I'm like, damn. So then I'm like, well, Leah, what the fuck you got going on? Maybe. I was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck I need to do?
And then because he knows that about you, he would say, you already know. Your shit waterfall, babe. It's not even about that. Like,
and then I'd be like, it is. It is waterfall.
And then he would say, then he would go on and explain what his favorite moves from you are. Because it's fine. Not you.
But then that would annoy me because now you're just trying to pacify me and shut
not
up.
Not pacify.
You are pacifying, but we already know this because it's not about me and how fantastic my pussy is. It's about you getting the urge to fuck somebody else. Feel. So for me, my bigger concern
random thoughts.
Right. So then my thing would be trying to figure out what your thought is, because you could think about it. You could see you're in a relationship. I'm not. Mm-hmm. I can. When you're in one, you could see a fine ass nigga and be like, damn, he fine as fuck. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't see a fine ass nigga and say, damn, I want to fuck the shit out of him. I think guys do that more. You do? No, I think guys do that. Like, guys will see me.
And they swear we do that too. Yeah, we do not do that.
We don't do that, guys. We don't. Most of us, I'll say 8 out of 10 girls don't see a fine ass dude and be like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him.
No, I don't.
No,
he's
we
fine.
see him like, he fine as fuck.
Look at his arms.
Yes, look at his eyes, his smile,
like,
whatever.
That's it.
Guys see us and be like, man, I fucked the shit. My baby daddy, shout out to Manny. He said when he saw me, the first thing he thought was, I'll fuck the shit out of her. And he eventually did. So whatever.
Hello, Mia.
We have a child. But this is what y'all do. So anyway, but you can see a guy, and even if you do see a guy, or maybe just think about somebody that you think is like a really sexual being, you'd be like, it's thinking of fucking somebody isn't a terrible thing, but you got to ask yourself where that comes from. Right. That's what I want to know. Any thought that comes up, it's like, okay, and why do you feel
derived from somewhere?
Yeah, where does it come from?
So, because I'm not a man, I can't even go into the
I don't know what y'all be going through. Y'all can tell us later.
But what my synopsis about that would be, it's like, what if we were as open?
So let's do the reverse for you and Willie. So Willie comes to you and he's just like, hey, baby, I thought about having sex with somebody else, whatever. And same question.
And then we would have the same response. Well, where it came from. But the difference, I wouldn't think it's me.
Because you wouldn't think it's you.
Because I know in most cases it's not you. Mm-hmm. And because I've already ingrained that in my brain, it can never be me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that, I would be like, who did you talk to last? You know what I'm saying? Like, only on some, because you know how, like, different conversations spark different things. Like, it's disgusting. What are you doing? Are you taking shots? Are you drinking? But like, what? I wouldn't be offended. So let me just say that I would not be offended.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't be offended. I would just be, but I would wonder, you know, where it came from, and is the thought ready to come to fruition?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, how on the scale of reality to imaginative, where are you?
So okay, so give me some scenarios. He's just like,
it's just in my head.
Right, it's just a thought, you know. It just crossed my mind. I don't want to act.
Oh, well, shit. Then I'd be like, what about me? Like, what if I thought that? Well, how would you feel? Just like on some random stuff.
I like those questions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if the roles were switched, how would you like if I
so
thought about fucking
how would you feel?
Today?
And mind you, there's no. It could be Michael B. Jordan. I'll never do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is just a thought that ran across my head. Like, sex with someone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I could have been watching a commercial. I could have been watching a movie about infidelity. Like, there's no. Things don't have to come from a particular person. It can come from things that you watch in episode of a podcast you heard. Like, just random stuff pops in your head. But what I'm thinking is sharing with your partner on a level of true transparency.
True transparency. Think about this.
To, like,
because where does
devastation?
Because if come on, you're my man again, and you say this to me. My thing is like, okay, I'm already assuming most niggas see a bad bitch and be like, man, I fucked the shit out of this bitch and go on about his day, right? Yeah. So if you are going as far as voicing that to me, I feel like you're trying to prime me up to bring another bitch in a situation, which you know you got the wrong one for that. But in your situation, no, he might. This may be a caveat into. So remember, we always talked about that. Are you ready for that? You get what I'm saying? Because that might be him priming you up to bring a little mamacita up in the sheeta. Well, then, throw that in there. Bars. Shout out to Sadie, my dog. Okay. So, yeah.
So, and then priming you up. If that's the case, then priming me for something that I'm already primed for. Yeah, primed for. Then I wouldn't necessarily be offended. I'd be like, oh, so you trying to make something for your birthday or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go there. And so, just the thought of transparency, I think in relationships are healthy because you get to know what the person is thinking. Like, how bad does it feel to be in a room with somebody and you have no idea what could possibly be on their mind? And we don't know each other to, like, I feel like I know you 97%. You know, I truly feel like I know you 97%. So. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows everybody 100%. Like, that's just whatever. It's things that you keep to yourself. Right. It's things that you battle in your head that you don't voice, you know. But like, for a relationship, I feel like maybe transparency would be the key to, like, getting over all of the insecurities and the late night, like, random feelings that you have for other people. Like, just all of that stuff. Like, I wonder if we were too transparent, would that help or will it hinder it?
I think I guess in that case, I think it would depend on the type of relationship you have. I'm very big on, I feel like if me and you together and I can't, let's say there's something that you're doing wrong or something that you're saying wrong, whatever. Like, I've dated guys who didn't want me to, like, correct their grammar, which drove me up the wall.
Trying to help you not
sound
crazy in public, bro.
Foolish and you're making us look weak as a couple. So don't say that shit again. It's fucking wrong. Right? But then it's like, I think if I can't say these things to you, then who else? Like, other than your mama, your sisters, your kids, whatever the fuck, we're in a relationship. I would assume if we're dating, the ultimate goal is to make me your wife and the mother of all your children. You right? So you gonna rock out with me after we drop all these babies and we like 96, God willing. It's just me and you, my nigga. So if I can't tell you what's good, then who can? So in the same breath, if I'm with somebody who is having feelings of wanting to sex on somebody else,
right?
I'm not gonna lie, I would feel like this may not be the guy for me. Honestly, only because,
what if you're married?
Here's why. Here's what I would say. I would like to think that the man that I do get there with will know me well enough to know Leah ain't gonna never fuck no girl. True. And Leah ain't gonna never be okay with me fucking other people.
True.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do feel like you said we're somebody for everybody. So I feel like the guy that I do eventually pick is already gonna know when I lock up with this one.
That's it.
This is this pussy.
So
this
what
is
if
it.
he says?
So
what if he says? Okay. What if he has a loophole?
Oh, loopholes. Let's talk about that.
All right, babe. I'm having these weird feelings about straight hair. I love your hair to death, but can you put on a straight wig and let me pull it? Like, can you? I'm Meg Thee Stallion been going through my head. You know, I never do that, and I love you to death. And she probably never do me. But can you put on a red wig so we can like reenact that? Because your butt is just as big as hers, and I just feel like, what's up? Like, what if he did it like that? Because then that's role playing. Then that's imagining someone else. But it's still yours.
Right. I can get with that. I can get with that on the strength of, I understand that at some point maybe someone will need a little spice, or they may need something to jolt them up a little bit. So I'm down for all those things that don't include another actual human being.
Right.
So sure. If you want me to get a silk press, I'll silk press it, you know.
Yeah.
And if you want a red wig, let's give it a shot. I'll call Bree. I need a long one made. Bring me. What was the name of that one? I don't know.
Rufus. Not Rufus.
Rufus.
I don't know what the red one was called. Sorry, Bree.
Sun Kiss or whatever the fuck. And
yeah.
I'm okay with that, but I don't know. It's just, for me, I think, like I said, I go back to, I think it all just depends on the relationship and the person that you're with. Because for us to get that far to that extent, you already gonna know off rip. These are the things that Leah's with, and I would assume, like, one of the guys I'm talking to, well, two people that I know that I'm having like conversations with, they're both on the same page that I am. They're not with that girl on girl shit. They don't want no threesomes. I was like, oh, this is great. We blend right in, you know, because we're not with all that. So they're perfectly fine. Their caveat is, we gotta fuck all the time. I was like, well, you know what? Sure. You know, keep me happy, take care of things, you know, when your things are provided, I feel safe around you, you manlying me up, I'll fuck you all the time. Great, no problem. And to me, that, because it's like, in that case, and for one of these people, he's telling me that sex is a really big deal for him. I was like, okay, cool. Sex got to be good. It got to happen all the time. I'm like, all right. Yeah. Got you. And these are things you learn in the dating phase. So off rip, I know if I ever take this dude serious, I got to pop this pussy all the time. All right, cool. Well, you know, I told, and that's about this pussy. Hey. But, and he knows off rip, well, this pussy will always be ready for that, as long as you're handling the manly responsibilities that I need. Because sex isn't the end all be all for me. I can do with so-so sex, but I need these other like masculine needs that I have to be met. So I think it depends on who you got going on. Okay. That question is a creepy one, but like I said, to be fair, we should be able to tell each other everything. We're together. And you don't want him to feel bottled up.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
like,
you know,
I just think about so many things go through your head in a day, and some of those things you do keep to yourself. And I feel like some of those things end up, you know, manifesting into other things because you're not getting them out. And these are just thoughts. And mind you, these don't have nothing to do with cheating. It can have to do with depression and how you feel about your job. Like, just look random stuff. I'm just inviting transparency, full transparency into relationships. And if that means, babe, I'm feeling like smashing other people and I don't have anyone in particular, but I don't know why, we need to do something different or try a new thing or go to the store to get a new toy. Like, I would like to be stimulated in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You should be open.
That's so nerve-wracking. I'm thinking about that. Like,
yeah, what if that happens?
Yeah, even in my case.
Because forever is a long time. Forever is a long time, and you need to know you're in it with the right person who's open and in their comfort zones. Like, not pressuring them to do anything they don't want to do, but trying to stay within the comfort zones of this person, and also kind of like accommodating the other person. Threesomes are a no-go, so they know they wouldn't even go there.
Well, see, okay, right? So me and Micah talked about this before, and it was like, you know, Micah's thing is like, you know, no, Micah doesn't need like a whole girlfriend or anything dramatic like that. But if it happens on whatever it is, it's a nice little stimulant. And then we talked about this at Sadie's place or whatever. So my thing was like, I think my end all be all, something that has to happen for like the rest of my life, is like traveling. I want to go places. I want to plan. Me and Esther, you know, we going to Turks and Caicos in 2 months. And then after that, we going to so and so and so and so. Like, to me, that's something that will never have to stop. And in some people's case, it's like, we got to still have bomb sex, whatever. But my thing is like, when you're like 96, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying.
Figure it out.
it's gonna be a little less. I would like to think that sex may slow down on your list of things. Yeah, you definitely. I'm picturing like 2 70-something-year-olds fucking another like 60-something-year-old. Like, imagine like old people threesomes. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying.
Unless y'all look like Gammy. If y'all look like Jada Pinkett's grandmother,
they look damn good.
Then okay, because she's 70. So
Nicole Murphy at least late 50s.
So that's what I'm saying. Black people age differently.
Yeah,
but
true.
Nonetheless,
an
old person threesome is weird.
It's weird, but still. So I'm saying sex was never like a big high thing on me. My thing was just adventure. I think planned adventure,
seeing things, exposure.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like sex is still a version of that because it comes to something where this is something that it's a personal, very intimate thing that you do with the man that you're with. And my traveling is with me and Bae, right? So trips with y'all, yes, lit. But my traveling is with me and my man, and we're going to venture out. We're doing new things. And me and my old ass husband gonna go try frog legs and shit in Paris. So we're gonna do whatever the fuck. These are things that need to always be that way. And in the sex situation, it's something where like, damn, to just make up in my mind, forever is a long time, but as long as that's something that we're still doing, I can deal with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I would have to find somebody where, yes, sex is important, and where we're doing it, we need to be with the shits, but it's not necessarily a make or break, I guess, for us. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people where it is a make or break, and I can understand that because trash sex is weird.
Yeah.
Trash sex
and like you said, like your body is different, and everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's different
when it comes to that, and it releases certain whatever for people. But all right, they can see me. Mm-hmm. All right. But like I said, I feel like everyone on this planet has someone for them. And I feel like settling for things that may or may not go with what you really want is unnecessary. It's too many people in the world. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. You need to just travel. You need to gain exposure. You need to go to different events. Like, we used to say our boyfriends aren't in Florida, and then I found mine, but I met him at FAM. So that's different. So going to different events and traveling to different states, like this whole idea of like long distance, like we're older. We can pay for flights. Like at this point, I'm totally okay with seeing you every weekend. I'm okay with going through the week, living my life, working, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can't wait to the weekend because I get to see my man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You already know, girls, don't call me. I'm with him.
Yeah, so it's different. So it's different. So I do feel like the dynamic of things can possibly shift, but there is someone for you. So when you feel like you're the most difficult, someone is for you, because they're not going to find it difficult. So whatever that is, whether it be sex, whether it be traveling, whether it be whatever, you don't have to settle. And I know we feel that way because our world around us is small, but the world is so big, y'all. Like, so big. So
yeah, find a friend like Micah if it's can. It's impossible. And no, you can't be friends with her. I don't do like this back and friend thing. I don't like that. So she's already booked up. Thanks. Can't have her. But find another that gives you good advice when it comes to things that you're not good at. I am not good at dating. So I have Micah around who gives me lessons on, well, Leah, this is kind of how these things go. Well, Micah, I'm not built for this. I know, baby. I know. But you're the only one that's not built for it. Everybody else is. So you just acclimate yourself. And then Micah gives good advice to meet me where I'm at. I'm very straightforward. So Micah's like, well, just tell the nigga the truth. Great. I love doing that. I'm going to do that shit today. So, somebody for everybody. I will say on that, compromise is always necessary. You may not get a 10 out of 10. You may not get a 10 out of 10. It may be an 8. But make sure the 2 that you have to give up are things that you could probably ride out without. Like, I can't. Give me 3 things you cannot, like, let's say Willie wasn't in the picture. 3 things, without a doubt, are deal breakers for you. Like, they just have to be. Just with your partner. May it be traveling, sex, whatever.
Oh, well, number 1, open-minded. If he's not open-minded, I can't.
You gotta go.
Cunnilingus is number 2. For those who don't know what cunnilingus is, please look it up. And social. Because I am social. I don't need someone flocking in my background and I'm the light of the party and they're just trailing behind me. Like, I need somebody who is socially in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in it, you're starting a conversation, you're chiming in. Like, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So those would be the 3 deal breakers, although I'm fine. But those would be the 3.
All right. I think.
And I guess, you know what? It's really hard. And I know loyalty wasn't in there, y'all.
No,
loyalty wasn't in there, and trustworthiness isn't in there. But I think we can label them as a given. And I say that because it goes without saying. Obviously, an open-minded person can be disloyal, and they will be cut off. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that goes without saying for the relationship aspect of it, especially after 2025.
What are we doing?
It's like a duh.
Don't be a child. Don't be a dude.
Yeah.
It's same thing. We're gonna loyalty and trust now that we're gonna make those givens. Obviously, I can't be with somebody who doesn't want to travel because I want to go so many places. I kind of got a taste of traveling, and it's like amazing. I have a coworker. Shout out to Veronica. Her and her husband go everywhere. They're in Turkey right now, and I'll show you these pictures. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's awesome. They were in Iceland. They gave me some weird liquor the other day. So it was like 2 years ago. I still have it. But I can't be with somebody who is not down to travel, and along with travel, try like the cuisine, right? So yes, it may be like shark. And honestly, fun fact, you cannot eat like straight dead shark. When shark dies, you can't just eat dead shark. You have to like let it be like fermented or some shit for like a week or two. It's crazy. And apparently it smells like a perm, like ammonia. It's weird. Whatever. The point is, shark is a delicacy in some places. You know, frog legs are a delicacy in Paris. You gotta try it with me, even if it's a little piece. I gotta be with somebody who is down to travel and down to try the things in that country. That's a delicacy. So that's one. I can't be with somebody who does not want at least 2 more kids. And that's at least. And if we get twins on one of them tries, it don't count. That's 1 pregnancy still. So, yeah, I got to be somebody who is down to have these babies with me. I promise they'll be cool babies. They'll have great grammar. And the third, I guess somebody who, you said social, who isn't social. Like, I need.
Who is social?
I can't be with somebody who isn't social. Yeah. So that means you have to be able to come around. You be cool with Mike. You cool with CJ when you come in town. You know what I mean? Like, you cool with Tarsha.
You don't have to be kept.
Like, I don't need to take you somewhere and I got to stay up under you 24/7 to figure out. I can take you somewhere, a dinner party at work, drop you off, and you getting along with people. I've been lucky enough, at least the last guy I dated, he was very, very good at that. Like, my coworkers love him. They don't know I don't talk to him. Somebody who can just handle themselves in a situation. And it's like, because let me tell you what's gonna happen, Papa. All that's gonna happen is I'm gonna like drop you off next to like so and so, and I'm gonna watch you over there just, you know, talking up, and I'm like, I cannot wait to fuck him later. And that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do you.
Gonna do it.
I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you in the car. Not maybe there if we have tents. That's what's gonna happen, Daddy. So those are the things. You gotta travel. You gotta want these babies, and you gotta be sociable. You know, like people who just decide they don't want to go out ever. They don't want to be around your friends. Like I don't know if was yours like that. It didn't. Our same relationship didn't. I can't stand your friends. Oh my gosh, my first love hated Micah and Erica.
Never said that
so much.
Never said that.
He hated you guys and never wanted me to hang with y'all. Man, they hoes, and he just wanted me to sit home and talk to him all day. Such a fucking
But that
dork.
makes sense with his track record. So now that you fucking say that.
All right. Anyway, fuck him. But yeah, so that's it, girls and guys. Guys, please talk to your ladies. Ladies, if you're the one that's being distant, what I said to the friend of mine that I was talking to today, I was like, well, you know what? I think if after 25, your dick and your vagina are still controlling all your actions, you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be in a relationship? Because maybe you don't.
Then don't.
Because that monogamy thing, like Micah said, it's a new notion.
Concept,
whatever.
Man.
She claimed it's new, and I hear you. It might be.
It's like 100 years old.
Fine. And we're all under 30 or under 40 or under 50. We can get with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So see if that's really something you want, because maybe it isn't. So anyway. Thank you so much for listening. This was another riveting episode of Let Us Say It For You. Micah, I love you, girl.
I love you, girl.
I love you, girl.
Love you, girl.
Okay, and Johnny Walker, figure it out. This Black Label shit is
F12.
weird. Yeah, 12. Right.
Shout out to Cheeks and Keith.
Y'all, but this shit is weak. All right. Thank you guys so much.